Your parents are just people. This is the Daily Dose of Dawn at Dawn, number 56, videos designed to expand your thinking. Today's dose is for people who did not have the upbringing they wish they had, but will benefit anyone who hasn't yet realized that their parents are people. Have you heard the term generational trauma? It's when trauma continues through to the next generation, and I had it on both sides. I remember when my kids were babies, my grandfather came for a visit and he said to me, "Let the sickness end with you." He didn't elaborate, but I could have chosen from any number of icky things that streamed down from one side of my family tree or another. I collected coupons when my kids were little, trying to save every penny. It was way more than a hobby, it was a side hustle. I spent a lot of time on it, and I'd even get things free and donate them to my local domestic violence center. One day when my child was 2, they picked up my little file box coupon caddy and flung it in the air, and hours worth of work flittered down to the floor. I went to grab their shoulders, to shake them, to make them see they did a bad thing to mommy, and as my hands got closer, my grandfather's words echoed in my mind, "Let the sickness end with you." It was in that moment that I understood how child abuse happens. I vowed that I would never lay a hand on my kids because I knew I came from a long line of people who didn't know how to stop themselves. I decided that that trauma would end with my lineage. Just like everyone else in the world, both my parents did the best they could with what they had to work with. I saw their childhoods and how it led to the choices they made as adults, how things happened to them shaped the way they felt about themselves, and it affected their parenting skills. My parents, your parents, all parents, they're just people. If they didn't do the job you wish they had, you can do that for yourself now. So many things about the way I turned out were just responses. Once I learned how to soothe myself, how to hold my own hand through them, as a loving parent would, I started to make real progress. Learn and grow every day. I share all these lessons I learned, but I'm far from done. I'm a permanent student of life, always seeking to understand how the choices I make affect the moves I take and decide to be on my own side. And that makes my life poetry, despite it being miserable for the first 41 years.